Ever wonder how the ultra-rich sleep at night? Picture a convoy of matte black SUVs gliding through quiet streets, not for an entourage of movie stars, but protecting a world-famous billionaire. Welcome to the hidden high-stakes world of billionaire bodyguards, where luxury meets efficiency. Today, we peel back the curtain on these clandestine protectors of the rich and powerful. But first, if you love luxury lifestyles and behind-the-scenes secrets, hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop. It may sound glamorous, but billionaire security is serious business. In fact, the global private security industry was valued at about $235 billion in 2023, reflecting just how lucrative and vital this business has become. Why? Because wealth and prominence paint a target on your back. History has shown that kidnappers and attackers often zero in on the famous and extremely wealthy. From ransom kidnappings to extortion schemes, billionaires face real danger. The rich hire the best-trained guards, advanced surveillance, and even cutting-edge tech, essentially a mini-military, to keep them safe. So who are the clients? And what do their security forces look like? Let's start with the world's richest man, Elon Musk. By 2024, Musk's net worth exceeded $250 billion, and it shows in his security detail. Business Insider reports Musk is rarely seen without an entire squad trailing him. In fact, the New York Times revealed Musk's team calls him Voyager, and he travels flanked by as many as 20 bodyguards, plus a medical professional. These aren't mere drivers or assistants. Many are armed former special ops or military types who shadow him everywhere. Yes, even to the bathroom. Musk himself has joked about security. At a public meeting, he said 2 homicidal maniacs had threatened him, so the guards stay busy. That level of protection costs serious money. Tesla's filings showed that in January 2016 alone, Musk's private security bill topped $163,000. By 2023, internal documents reveal Tesla paid roughly $2.4 million for Musk's protection, plus another $500,000 for early 2024. In other words, Musk's monthly security budget can easily reach 6 figures. Even his father Errol has commented on the scale of it. He quipped that Elon is surrounded by about 100 security guards at all times, and he too beefed up the defenses at his South African home. Musk didn't just hire others. He created his own company. Reports say Elon quietly founded Foundation Security, a private firm dedicated to guarding him from threats. Tesla has also paid contracts to Gavin de Becker and Associates, the legendary protection firm. They've guarded Oprah and Madonna. In fact, Tesla's security chief told the Daily Beast that Musk gave de Becker a blank check to investigate the source of a scandalous leak, Bezos style, demonstrating that no expense is spared. In short, when Musk moves, an army moves with him, and the bills are astronomical. Even the founders of social media pour fortunes into safety. Take Mark Zuckerberg of Meta, formerly Facebook. In recent years, he's effectively handed the company over tens of millions of dollars per year to cover his personal protection. One Wall Street Journal report noted Zuckerberg's 2024 pay package included about $27 million, mostly for personal security services. Facebook, Meta, requires that he always travel by private jet for security, and he gets a $10 million yearly allowance on top for any extra protection. His homes and offices are fortresses. Insiders say he enjoys 24/7 armed guards, a panic room in one of his houses, and even a rumored escape chute at the Menlo Park offices in case of emergency. When you're worth over $100 billion, even your closet can have its own round-the-clock security detail. Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder, is another heavy spender on personal safety. Amazon disclosed that Bezos' compensation in 2021 included $1.6 million for extra security costs. The company even installed bulletproof glass panels in his Seattle office, a custom install that cost about $180,000 and can stop an assault rifle round. On location or traveling, Bezos moves with a small army of guards. Hollywood lore has it that actor Chris Pine once observed Bezos arriving on a set with 9 burly bodyguards and 3 limousines. In private life, Bezos has leaned on the same expert as Musk. He long employed Gavin de Becker as his personal security chief. When Bezos was targeted by a tabloid, he told de Becker to spend whatever is needed to stop the leaks. In that sense, Bezos and Musk both trust the bodyguard to the stars with carte blanche budgets. Across the board, these examples illustrate a bigger trend. Ultra-wealthy individuals are increasingly investing in formidable, often bespoke security teams. Rising global tensions and public scrutiny of the super-rich have only intensified this drive. Analysts note that high-profile kidnappings and violent incidents make the headlines, and the wealthy respond by shoring up defenses. As one expert bluntly put it, we're seeing billionaires and CEOs seeking personal security at record rates, whether it's to protect against kidnapping, arson attacks, or other threats. The takeaway? In the billionaire lifestyle, no amount of money is too much to buy peace of mind. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most photographed families in the world, the Kardashians. While technically not on Bloomberg's billionaire index except for Kim, this family has elevated personal security into a full-blown operation. According to Forbes, Kim Kardashian spends around $7 million a year on protection for herself and her children. That's more than most CEOs earn annually. Her security tightened dramatically after the infamous 2016 Paris robbery, where she was held at gunpoint in her hotel room, tied up, and robbed of $10 million worth of jewelry. After that, everything changed. She hired armed ex-Secret Service agents, added rotating daily decoy cars, and began using military-level armored vehicles. It's been reported that her children have their own dedicated security guards when at school or traveling, and her homes are fitted with infrared night vision cameras, facial recognition systems, and on-site safe rooms. According to an ex-bodyguard, no less than 3 guards accompany her at all times, increasing to double digits during public events. But Kardashian isn't alone. Beyonce and JayZ, another power couple with billionaire status, spend more than $4 million a year on private security. Their team includes former FBI agents, Israeli intelligence veterans, and personal drivers trained in evasive maneuvering. When their daughter Blue Ivy was born, the couple rented out an entire floor of the hospital, posting guards at every elevator and hallway. At home, they employ armed 24/7 patrols, use drone surveillance, and have reinforced safe zones installed in multiple residences. Their kids reportedly never leave the house without a team of trained specialists in tow. In some cases, celebrities even build private intelligence networks. That's right, they hire firms that don't just defend, but track threats proactively. One of the most elite players in this space is Gavin DeBecker and Associates, a name you've now heard multiple times. Known in the industry as GDBA, this firm isn't your standard security company. Their team is made up of ex-CIA, former Navy SEALs, and behavioral intelligence experts. They monitor threats 24/7, including online stalkers, paparazzi, or potential blackmail attempts, and they coordinate both digital and physical responses to protect their clients. According to their website, GDBA doesn't just provide bodyguards. They deploy a threat assessment team, complete with psychological profilers and tech experts. In fact, Jeff Bezos turned to Gavin DeBecker during his well-publicized scandal involving leaked texts. DeBecker was granted unlimited budget and access to investigate the source, which eventually led to allegations that international players might have been involved. GDBA reportedly utilized a mix of forensic analysis, counterintelligence software, and international legal maneuvering. This wasn't just about muscle, it was spycraft meets luxury defense. Another billionaire known for his security sophistication is Larry Ellison, founder of Oracle and one of the richest men in the world. A passionate fan of espionage, Ellison is rumored to personally test the bodyguards hired to protect him. In fact, his security detail reportedly includes former Israeli Mossad officers and a private yacht security team. Ellison is so committed to safety that when he bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai, he implemented an island-wide surveillance system and armed response team. Lanai isn't just paradise, it's a private fortress. And what about the younger generation of billionaires? Enter Kylie Jenner, who reportedly shells out $4.8 million annually for her security. Her former bodyguard once revealed that all employees signed airtight NDAs, and security is embedded in every facet of her life. When she travels, her team includes advanced scouts who arrive ahead of her to sweep venues and secure perimeters. At home, it's believed that she has panic rooms with biometric locks and constant drone surveillance circling her compound. One incident involving a stalker attempting to jump her gate reportedly triggered the installation of a 12-foot wall around her residence, echoing fortress-like designs more common in embassies than Beverly Hills. But perhaps the most extreme example of billionaire security comes from the oil-rich Middle East. The House of Saud, one of the wealthiest royal families in the world, is reported to employ thousands of armed personnel to protect its senior members. When Saudi royals visit countries like France or the US, entire floors of hotels are reserved, and foreign security firms are hired in addition to their personal military entourage. Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, travels with a security detail that rivals a US president. Armored limousines, airspace surveillance, electronic jamming units, and sniper units on standby. According to a Guardian report, one recent New York trip involved a team of 150 staff and 50 armed guards, all housed in multiple five-star hotels booked entirely for the delegation. Let's not forget the tech that makes all this possible. The latest trend in elite personal security: AI-driven threat detection. Companies like Darktrace, Palantir, and Clearview AI offer real-time monitoring of social media and dark web chatter to identify potential threats before they reach your doorstep. Combined with facial recognition, license plate readers, motion-sensing drones, and infrared tripwires, billionaires have transformed their homes and lives into digital fortresses. One high-net-worth family reportedly installed a system that alerts them when someone with a known criminal record even drives within 500 feet of their home. And for the few who crave ultimate protection, there's executive protection schools that train bodyguards specifically for billionaire clients. These guards are not just muscle. They're trained in emergency medicine, cyber protection, evasive driving, crisis negotiation, and even media relations to de-escalate public incidents without creating scandal. A 6-week training program at Executive Security International costs around $15,000, and that's just for entry-level training. Many firms then continue training staff with simulated ambushes, active shooter scenarios, and aerial extraction drills. From the halls of Silicon Valley to the gold-plated palaces of Riyadh, the rich are securing their lives with precision, paranoia, and a lot of money. But this security isn't just about avoiding danger. It's about maintaining control, image, and access to power. A billionaire's bodyguard is also a gatekeeper, ensuring the outside world never gets too close. While we've already explored how today's billionaires are protected by teams of highly trained professionals, cutting-edge tech, and secretive agencies, the future of elite security is taking things even further, blending privacy with indulgence in ways that only the ultra-wealthy can afford. Let's talk about a new trend: luxury security retreats. These are private estates, often in remote locations, that serve as high-end bolt holes for billionaires and their families in case of crisis. We're not talking bunkers with cold concrete and canned beans. These are 7-star sanctuaries with gourmet chefs, spa services, bulletproof glass walls, and even heliports. One such estate in New Zealand, designed exclusively for billionaires, offers subterranean shelters with biometric locks, personal staff quarters, panic rooms, and luxury suites, all underground. Some billionaires are even buying private islands not just for privacy, but for control. Larry Page, co-founder of Google, reportedly owns land across several South Pacific islands. While the tropical scenery is part of the draw, the real appeal is strategic escape options, limited access by air and sea, fewer eyes, and total autonomy. That kind of physical distance from the world also means fewer security breaches. Then there's the rise of luxury executive matchmaking services, not for love, but for bodyguards. Billionaires now hire private consultants, not just firms, to match them with elite-level security that fits their personality, lifestyle, and even interior design aesthetics. Former MI6 agents and Navy SEALs who once operated in war zones now tailor their wardrobe, speech patterns, and mannerisms to blend seamlessly into the billionaire's world. Some clients prefer guards who can double as personal assistants or even friendly family members to not alarm children. In one case, a billionaire specifically requested that his guards all look like fashion models, blending style and security for social media appearances without scaring guests. But what happens when the threats are digital rather than physical? Cybersecurity is now just as important as physical protection, and billionaires know it. Companies like Black Cloak, Q6 Cyber, and Gartner Cybersecurity offer digital VIP protection, scanning for data leaks, impersonation attempts, or even planned cyber attacks. When Jeff Bezos' private messages were leaked, it wasn't a break-in, it was a hack. In today's world, the enemy doesn't need to scale your fence, they just need your phone number. That's why today's billionaire security blueprint includes encrypted communications on private satellite networks, Faraday cages in homes to block radio frequencies, cyber decoys to mislead would-be hackers with false data, and disaster response simulations where staff are trained to deal with ransomware attacks that might try to hold a billionaire's smart home hostage. The physical and digital worlds have merged. A single vulnerability, a leaked email, a geotagged photo, or an unguarded social media post could be enough to trigger a multi-million-dollar response. Let's not forget transport security, which has become a whole category of its own. Billionaires today don't just ride in limos, they ride in armored Maybachs, bulletproof Bentleys, and even custom electric vehicles built to withstand landmines. Tesla reportedly developed a special Model S with a ballistic-grade body for high-profile clients. And the new Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge comes with private security package options, including smokescreen and run-flat tires. For air travel, private jets are now being modified with countermeasure systems, originally developed for military aircraft. Think missile detection, jamming systems, and reinforced cockpit doors. Some billionaires even have personal escape helicopters on standby, stationed on nearby rooftops or yacht decks, ready to extract them in case of emergencies. Ultimately, billionaire security isn't just about staying safe. It's a status symbol, a lifestyle, and a power play. It sends a message: I'm untouchable, prepared for anything, and I control every inch of my world. But the truth is, no one is ever completely safe. As technology evolves, so do threats. And so, the elite continue to build higher walls, smarter defenses, and tighter circles. Privacy is the new gold, and bodyguards are the new luxury.